how can you argue with Smile Money? It's called show prep, right? And it's going to be American Haze by New Belgian in the Voodoo Ranger series. This was one of them I was supposed to review with Matt, but Sam broke into the stash, and there's only 3 of them, so I figure that just wouldn't work. Oh, and it looks like there was some debris on the bottom. Now it is in the glass. Oh yeah. Not quite the worms or bird shit that Stephen Bush had in one of his last ones. I mean, it literally looked like worms or bird shit. Let's see. Has a light tropicalness to it, and cheers. Same taste initially. Pineapple, tropical fruit. Again, really light. It kind of left with a little bread and biscuit on the finish, and then it's leaving like a combination of both those as a residue behind. I don't know. It's kind of like I told Jay's latest brew review is out, and again, if you like an honest review without any censorship, and some of his he's more into vintage nudies. I'm sure the collection is extensive, but and guns. And lately, Jay, pulling out these 10mm, I have to say, maybe we should take this in a different direction. I mean, you can only be, hard for so long. And I decided to, she's a little bit more buried, but got the red head out. Hey, Smile Money. Oh, never mind. I guess technically I Smile Moneyed this too. I was going to say, when I got this from Travis, he had already Travised it, but I did the safety selector, I did the peep sight from Krebs, and the Sullivan trap adapter from Krebs. So I haven't touched the internals. Proud of me. One of my favorite videos of all time is watching Ed shoot that in Missouri. Missing out on Voodoo Ranger 1985 was Mike. He said back to finish watching, and Gunwild saying cheers all. First, holy crap, it's like a novel of people before. Smile Money was first. Then Smile Money says, wow, surprise, surprise. Harmarsh says, how the video has no views till I clicked it. Bah ha ha. I've seen that happen. I think the record is, I think there was 15 comments and it said no views one time. Poco Loco, did you use a condom? Harmarsh to Poco Loco, you're mixing me up with Joey. German Ninja says, laugh out loud. Okay, Matt Davis. Second. Harmarsh, how can you guys be first and second with no views? The light doing that is very cool. Wrapping around the glass, yes. I have to find you the video of Pelosi being told she's going to jail soon. The look on her face was priceless. I don't know if I've ever seen the video, but I believe I've heard the video. Smile Money says ninja skills. And Harmarsh says, must be. EMT Railfran was fourth. Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich, my friend. Harmarsh, I'll definitely be tuning in to Locked and Loaded. Yes, Locked and Loaded tonight in mere hours. Christine is my guest, and I hope, like I said, obviously you guys know, I'm political. She, I'm more knee-jerk political. I have to admit, I've heard some stuff and then repeated some stuff, copy and paste shit on Facebook, only to find out that it was wrong. She does like all the research before she opens her mouth, and I've lost track of how many times somebody has sent me something and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna send this to Christine. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that a while back. Of course you did. She just doesn't like to. Well, again, the Quickie series, which I tell you, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the Indian market. They have gone nuts. I feel great. I wish it worked out so that. Maybe it'll get to the point where if I tell a sponsor, hey, I'm going to talk about you during Locked and Loaded, and might, because the live listenership, the shit show, broke 1,200 and something live listeners. The one where Lily joined us, not the show with Lily, but the following one, and. The Indian market is just going back and saturating all of the old shows. That's awesome. I don't know what it is that we do. Other than the fact that what we do is we just simply have fun. I've had some shows where I've had some cliff notes, things that I wanted to touch on, but overall there's no script. And I don't know if John has told this story on air, but one of his friends does what he does. John's the director, the producer, the man behind the curtain, the man that makes it all happen, the man that pays to have the show on Spreaker. And a good friend of his does the same thing for some woman. And John was explaining that they've got it down to like an hour and a half, 2 hours tops to do a week's worth of shows. And this guy's like 2 hours, 15-minute show, 2 hours. So it's like 2 hours per show. John's like, what are you talking about? It takes you like 2 hours to do a 15-minute show. John goes, no, it takes us like less than a couple of hours to do the whole week. And this guy was like flabbergasted. I don't know. I guess whoever this guy does his show for, this woman's like a prima donna, and everything is like, it's got to be all handwritten out. And John goes, well, here I got some cliff notes written down for Wednesday's show. Like, the two of them really, they don't write anything down. Christine comes up with an idea, they might do a little research, and then boom, we're live. And that's kind of locked and loaded. Like I said, I've had some shows where there's some stats and shit like that, and I tried to have a few, browser windows open just so that I was actually, coherent and not just blah, blah, blah. But overall, Locked and Loaded has always just mainly been about having fun, and if I can find people that would like to, come on the show, it's Friday night from 8 until 10 o'clock Central. You do the math where you are. And all you need to be a participant is to be able to do the Google video chat. And I believe you can do... Maybe you can stay the fuck out of this. Save contact information from your device? I don't even know what... Stay out of this! So, I just like to be able to have fun and have people on. So if you are interested in it, the video isn't a necessity because we see each other, nobody else. It's not like you're being beamed out to the world, and you know you gotta take care of a little hair right there or something. No, it's the Spreaker show uses the audio feed from the Google chat. I mean, it's nice when we can see each other, but then again, it's not really necessary because, like the last time Cobra was on, he didn't have any pants on, and when he got up to get another beer, it was okay. Harmarsh, hello, David. You have a nice 1911. David said, been saving up for some time. Worth it. Oh yeah, that thing is an. First of all, I have to say I've been interested in more than one 1911 over the years that have the bobbed handles. I have never actually owned a 1911 that had the bob grip, and I tell you, it fits. At least me, I like the way it fits in your hand a lot better. I've seen a couple of them from Kimber, and Kimber, I don't know. You know, Kimber is kind of like back in that stage where it's really a crapshoot, and David can tell you some horror stories about that. Like, it didn't look like they finished building the fucking gun, and yet they sold it and sent it to him. And then he sent it back. So yeah, situations like that are still true stories with Kimber, and shame on them. Back when I got mine, they still made them by hand and had a custom shop, and I don't know if I ever want to get rid of mine, and I definitely will never feel regretful that I carried it for years and still carry it from time to time. It's one of my best shooting, and over time it's proved to be very, very reliable. It wasn't until everything sort of started wearing out, and then I rebuilt everything with the Wilson Combat rebuild kit. So, yeah. And of course with help from J-Dog. But yeah, I've never had a bobbed one, and I have to say, of all the ones available on the market at each particular price point, I don't think you can beat that Smith & Wesson that David has. The fit and the finish and the way it feels, and the trigger, and I mean, just David, I have to honestly say, of all of the 1911s that I've pulled the slide back on, yours and my Kimber still, after all the rounds that have gone through it, when you pull the slide back, it sounds and feels like glass running on glass. I mean, it's just, the only resistance you even feel is the spring, especially now that, it's got a new one on here. And then the trigger on this thing is just got a little on the take up. The reset. Oh, did you miss it? This is just, like I said, a beautiful gun. I don't remember how long I waited from the time I placed my order. Top scallops on it, and when it went, I was getting a timing issue. Is running a mark across here, and I sent it back to Kimber and talked to some people, and then I mentioned, hey, how come it doesn't have the Novak wedge night sights on it like it did in the picture when I placed my order? And they said, well, so many people ordered this gun that we kind of ran out of them, and we had no choice. But since it's back here and we have some in stock, I'll be happy to swap them out for you, which is what they did. So yeah, and of course I did Travis the barrel and the barrel bushing, but that's just me making it my own. I guess technically I have Smile Money. This is like the second. I have the original grips. They are they have a really cool texture and design to them. They're made out of I don't even remember what the hell they're made out of now. I took them off early on just to preserve them because when I started carrying it, I took them off. And the first set of Celtic grips that I got from Howard at the Bunka, they were black with white Celtic cross. And then a set cracked, and Howard talked to Christine, and Howard got together, and Christine said, "I want to get these for Eric," and so Howard got these out. So again, it's got the really cool front checkering, and it's got a really cool back one too, because this is actually out of a Springfield, because the $1,500 and something gun that I custom ordered actually came with a plastic mainspring housing. A little detail in the beaver. You always want some detail in your beaver, and it's nice and tight, which is another thing you strive for in your beaver. Nice, tight beaver. And of course, the serrations are the chain link, front and rear. Like I said, the strapping. Just, I don't know, a lot of people bitch about Kimbers. I'm one of them. And, even this one, because it has the tactical extractor. It's not a real 1911, people were saying. I have owned, 3 or 4 Kimbers that had the tactical extractor. Never once have ever once had a problem with them. As a matter of fact, in my list of regrets, I wish I never ever sold my CDP. That was the Ultra chambered in 45 ACP. Yep, that was a dumb fucking move. I know I've told that story. The guy that bought it from me said, "Eric, it'll be sitting right here, and you get," because I sold it to not have a foreclosure on my house because of the hooker I was married to, but seeing how the hooker didn't care, the inevitable happened anyway, and so I sold some really cool guns and made some house payments, and then it was all for naught. But he told me that my CDP would be sitting there all the way up until the day he shot it for the first time. Believe it or not, he had it 1.5 years in his safe. Got bored one day, decided to take it out. He lives out in the city, outside the city limits, so he can legally shoot it in his yard. And the next day, he informed me that I better save up to buy a new one because that one was not available. And I go, God damn it! I told you not to shoot it. So, yeah. Yeah, something like this, but yeah, I tell you, and you can just see, right where it is in the palm of your hand, and you take David's Smith & Wesson there, and you hold that, and it's just, I should just go over to the grinder right now and just smooth that off. I could. I won't. Sorry, little buddy. Back on duty. Brad says cheers, has a bunch of beers. And Brad, I can say to you, thank you, cheers, or rock on. I'm giving Brad the rock on, I guess. Ben N, first. Way to own it, actually. Smile Money says, oh, here it is. Actually, top 10. No, he said number 1. El Tenda, boys. El Tenda. Carpe diem, black lagers matter. Yes, they do. And I'm telling you, Sloop Brewings was very good, very good. As a matter of fact, I know there's some of you that would say, come on, man up. Either drink them or at least flake them out. I had drank the beer down to what in essence was just one more swallow to go, and I also had what was left of my Ardbeg sitting there on the table, And I told you, I don't know what it is about this time of the year. Them fucking stupid little fruit flies. They just like, where? So I'm watching a show, and I don't know. It probably was a good half an hour from the time I took a sip to actually the half an hour earlier. It was fairly dark in the room. The lights hadn't turned on yet. So Lord knows what actually took place. So we'll just get to the rest of the story. I reached for the beer, and now the room, it's all lit up, and I'm looking in there, and there was at least four dead little fruit flies. None in my ard bag, but they definitely liked the black lager. I mean, I tell you that, I don't know if that's like cirrhosis of the liver, the Cliff Note version, or what. They just went in there and went, "God, this is so good. Hey, where's the surface?" But yes, black lagers do matter, Carpe Diem. Harmarsh, for the record, I watched the brew review in the morning from beginning to end. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't expect it of everyone. 2 fucking hours. I mean, especially if I did a brew review every day, and every day it was 45 minutes to 2 hours. You guys are like ignoring like children, wives, jobs, or something. I mean, I understand when Johnny Watson says, "I ain't got time for that shit." Cobra? Oh, hey, Cobra, hey. Cobra, morning release. Guess I'm on the wrong video now. Oh, yeah, that was the 1985. I carry one. I have one of those Smith & Wesson Performance Center 1911. Excellent shooter. Why does this not come as a surprise? Dave Brown says, love it. I carry one, says back, yeah, buddy. In a way, it would be cool if I carry one and David, if like I had a gathering and I carry one, was say here. On the other hand, well, they could talk about guns. I mean, I carry one as, into fine whiskeys and scotches and lighting up a dog rocket. Well, I guess they could smoke together, just not drink. I mean, David Brown at least, understands that other people have weaknesses. So, he doesn't... Actually, he takes it one step farther. At first I was like, am I supposed to be respectful and not drink around David? Because at one time, David was like drinking the equivalent to like some of Lake Superior every day. I mean, quantity-wise. I mean, I've told David several times if drinking was in the Olympics, I'm sure he would have been on the podium multiple times for a while there. But no, not only does he encourage me to be myself, but he's obviously, as you guys know, has supplied the goodies for the brew review many times. That's right, there's 3 of these left, so why am I not drinking it? Yeah, I carry one, and David Brown, I would love to be able to join you someday and have that 1911. That is... I have to admit, David, just like you, I would probably carry it. At this point in my life, I'm more than happy and content to carry most of the things that I have. Officially, as of right now, the only one that I haven't actually had in a holster, which I do have 2 holsters for it, is the Desert Eagle. And it's mainly the fact that it's just ridiculous in size. I mean, having said that, obviously the size of the gun or the caliber of the gun is irrelevant to me because my off work gun since getting it has been the 629. Again, I know. I still am I'm pretty sure that if I squeeze the trigger, it will go off. I mean, if you doubt the reliability of a Smith & Wesson revolver, by all means, come down and you can hold the paper target for me, and we'll just kidding. Just Just kidding. Poco Loco, present and unaccounted for. Actually, because of that video went up weird, I guess we are kind of bouncing back and forth. The Voodoo Ranger 1985, Steven sold my G43, buying a 9mm suppressor for the AR pistol soon. Will work on a 300 Blackout, 308, and 5.56 as well. Yeah, I tell you, if I scrape together an extra $200, of course, you know, that's after I get this and I pick up that and I, you know, get the handrail and finish that and that kind of shit. But I think I'd definitely start by going Form 1. It's still $200 to beg the government to let you have a piece of metal with some tabs inside of it that the bullet goes through. But that Form 1, I understand that that can be a matter of weeks versus a year plus, Jeremy. So there you go. J-Dog here at work on the right video. David Brown, in my defense, Eric stepped in front of the barrel. I didn't sweep him, kind of. I don't know if you officially did. I mean, I've proven it with Matt several times. How you know, if Matt is standing like literally right here, I can literally be 2 feet in front of him, and it still appears that I'm aiming. And of course, it gets even worse when he goes, "Stop aiming that at me." I'm like, I mean, can you guys tell the difference between, you know? Well, I suppose it depends on how much of my forehead you see versus Matt's forehead, because obviously, the closer I get, the bigger my forehead is. Wonder how her forehead is. Then Steve answers back to David. He can take one for the team. Mr. 27 is 22nd. Mr. 27, where's the Canadian guy? I don't know. I did receive a package today. Don't have any idea who sent it. And about the only clue that I have to wondering is I actually have my name spelt wrong. I mean, the first I mean, there's E-R-I-C, there's E-R-I-K, and then there's some people that put both of them in there, and I'm not a K person. But they got the last name right. It's from a company called hellbeef.com. Premium, 100% high-class, real, fresh-cut beef jerky snacks. This one, evidently, is the 100% organic black pepper. Production date was 8/10 of 2020. Best before 11/10 of 2020. Once opened, eat as soon as possible, or in 7 days, or keep refrigerated. 100% pure, natural, no preservatives. For my dear Eric Bomey. Made in the USA. Well, we can't let an opportunity like this go by, because I know how much you guys enjoy watching me eat. And these heat-sealed bags. That's it's on the bottom. Can't have that. There was a little rip it tab at the bottom. Oh, that's right. This is a fixed blade in California, so you got to undo 2 different latches. So basically what's about to happen is I'm going to put an unknown person's meat into my mouth. Very good. And trust me, I don't care if I piss someone off. To me, beef jerky is a very particular thing. There's a lot of companies out there even some well-known. I can't stand the beef jerky. It almost tastes like beef flavored rubber strips or something. This is obviously the real deal. Rolled in, well, not rolled in pepper, I'm sure it was cooked. Sorry, smoked in pepper. Nice consistency. Yeah, I wouldn't call this beef jerky per se. More like a beef stick. Kind of like a stick version of the Colorado. They got different flavors, but I get the beef chunks. The only thing I can say about Superior Meats is I don't think they use a crappy piece of meat, but if they used a little bit finer, like a higher quality, those snacks would be even better. I happen to have a package in there that's unopened, and I probably should open it and eat it. I think the quality of the meat that's used on this is even better than those chunks that I get from Superior Meats. Oh yeah. I can tell you right now, there is no way in hell that this is going to make it 7 days. So I don't think they have to worry about freshness. So whoever sent this, thank you very much. Very tasty. Oh, the thumbnail got pulled yesterday. I still haven't heard back from them about me contesting the milfy looking woman wearing I don't know, for lack of words, classy swimsuit. I mean, I wouldn't even bother putting this one up as the thumbnail. The person that obviously looks at the incoming pictures now, and then makes it so that Harmarsh doesn't get notified of a new video. And David Brown. So I had officially right now, this is the last beer that I have on hand to review. There was a couple things in the fridge. Hey, back off. I've reviewed a lot of beers and I'm not getting any younger. I'm like, God, have I reviewed this one? You know, I remember Matt bringing over, well, first, Hop Solution from Bell's. I've reviewed it. Jay, you sent me another Devil's Advocate. I thought it looked familiar, and sure enough, it was like a month ago I reviewed this one. Maybe you just sent it because I liked it. I'm not even 100% sure. Then I had the Delicious from Stone. Yeah, I reviewed this a little over a year ago, and actually gave it a 9, which actually comes as a... Now, here's... Stay with me on this. I didn't realize I had reviewed this, not because the name is the same, but when I reviewed it before, it was in a bottle. So technically, I could have reviewed it again. Not to mention, I have reviewed several things several times accidentally or maybe on purpose, and yet nobody has said anything. But then again, the material being discussed at that moment in time, because I know a lot of you could give a flying shit about the beer itself. You're just here for jerky snacks. I highly recommend you go over to hellsbeef.com. As a matter of fact, just for the fun of it, let's do that. Oh, forgot to get my Cobra Stein that Wade sent me. Okay. If you put in www.hellsbeef.com, it immediately sends you over to their eBay store. Oh. Let me make sure I'm looking at just what I'm eating now. Has been sold 162 times. What else do ooh, those look good. Korean barbecue pork jerky snacks, smoked mesquite beef, XXXL spicy and hot. I can't believe I can't feel my mouth level. That actually sounds good. Prime applewood smoked bacon, cured smoked jerky, the organic black pepper, Korean beef. God, those ones sound really good. Shit, I might have to give some of this a try. Yeah, they've sold a lot of this Korean barbecue beef jerky snacks. 4 pounds of it. Hickory smoked steak strips. Their original prime smoked jerky. A chicken breast. Steak jerky. No extra something. I don't know. I have to click on it. Some of these. Black Angus beef. What is this? Boneless, skinless chicken. Pungent and spicy beef jerky. Szechuan spicy hot original beef sticks. I'm telling you, of all the things I'm seeing right now, the Korean. Okay, so you can buy 1, buy 2, buy 3. 1 pound bag equals 4 pounds of premium fresh beef. See, they suck the water out of it for free. Okay, back to the. No, it's good. It's very good. It's very natural. I mean, it's got the texture, the flavor. Heart that. Mr. 27, dark as coffee. Clyde, yes, downtown David Brown. Clyde, tell David Brown I can only get so erect, so please put his pea shooter away. I know that feeling. Voodoo Ranger, Rail Cobra Burnout, 35 minutes, 19 seconds equals $5 fucking. Real Cobra Burnout, also on the Voodoo 1985. Bud K is selling MCK kits. How much? $229. Micro conversion kit for the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 full and compact. Aluminum and polymer construction. Yeah, if you, what was your other link, Cobra? Is that the, Bud K, the micro, well, that's their very, what is that, the first one, I believe, the Microroni conversion kit for the Glock 2021. Some people really love and swear by that guy. I'm pretty content with mine. I like it. I mean, I realize that everybody's got a different opinion, but to me, I mean, like I said, the big case in point was Christine. Here's someone that really, I was going to underplay it by saying really doesn't care for Glocks. No, she fucking hates Glocks. I'm like, I could just, get you one of these. No, don't bother. I'd rather wait and pay more for something that's not a Glock. Okay, understandable. So when my buddy Tom handed her his G17 in the MCK, and she stood there and knocked the center out of the target at, like, I don't know what we're at, 25 feet, maybe, I mean, it's not, get away from me, bastard. It's mine. I mean, it's the pistol range. The pistol range up at the gun club is it's not all that far. I think if you stood all the way back, it might be 50 feet. But yeah, 25. She was. It might have even been more than 25 feet. I'd say it was all of the length of my basement. And she proceeded to knock the center out of the target and was like, "What is this?" It's a Glock pistol inside of a chassis. She's like, "Well, if you ever want to get one of these, I approve of it." Ding, 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 ding. Does it take the case of everything? No. But, sort of in a shit hits the fan scenario. Now I have a 10 millimeter, and just hear me out, MCK haters. Let's just say that the pistol was for most everything else, but maybe you want to collect food, and instead of putting a red dot on it, you put like a 1 to 4 power scope on it. So now and I realize the ballistics aren't changing and none of the above, it's still just a fucking pistol. But because of the increased accuracy, make the chassis, and in a shit hits the fan scenario. I'm already liking where I'm going with this. Cobra, I see the video being made. I dedicate, instead of it being a range toy or a home defense thing, I simply make it a shit hits the fan scenario. The MCK chassis doesn't need... the laser's kind of cool. I mean, if you want to, double up on your verification, but you really don't even need that as long as the scope is mounted. But you put a nice 1 to 4 or a 1 to 6 power scope on it. Doesn't need flip up sights anymore. Doesn't need the flashlight, even though one way or another there's either a dummy flashlight there or the real flashlight there. Doesn't need the laser. Doesn't need any of the above. Well, the strap is still nice, but now you have what could be a pistol for defensive stuff, and you have the chassised up version for longer range, food collection, voting from the rooftops, whatever you want to call it. I like where that just went right there. I'm already imagining it with the scope on it. Where the hell did this come from? Where the hell did this come from? Now that. That right there is the shit. Again, you got two completely different beasts. You got your defense. Just for the sake of ridiculousness. You got your defensive gun. Even if they're wearing body armor, you're at least going to knock their ass down long enough to go over and double tap their temple. And then it's your mission to go collect that food. Got that. Got that. Okay. Hang on. I think I'm not getting back far enough in the... There we go. Of course. Gotta have your backup. So now you've got your long range food collecting. What is not to like about this situation? The MCK food collector. You know, I don't know if I've seen anybody actually do this, because most people would probably just think it was ridiculous, but it's a pistol. Putting it in this is massively increasing your accuracy. So you might as well put something on here that's going to give you the ability to reach out a little bit farther. Oh yeah, you can zoom right in on dinner. Move over, redhead. There's a new playa in town. Shit. Sometimes. Oh, and sorry, Project Overkill. You got your shit stolen from you once again. Okay. Cobra says, nice pistol David has there. Yeah, absolutely. Cobra just stumbled on an interesting Sullivan trap with a link. Where is it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Premium inline fuel filter, black Sullivan trap. Look at that. $89.99. Or, Jeremy, you could have paid $1,000 for that. $90. Basically, you do your Form 1, and yeah, we're done looking at that. You do your Form 1. Once you get the thing, I believe they give you a number that you would engrave on the side of it, and that becomes legal. Because I'm all for legal. So here's my latest Sullivan trap. It's really kind of cool. When when you're done shooting, you can just like tear one of these off of it and pat yourself down, and you're all set to go. Another life hack. Remember where you saw that. How to get back over to the Korean beef. Oh, that looks good. Steven, hey, it's David. Didn't scourge. At least the black lager didn't Tennessee log jammer you. Do I even want to know what that even means? McLean 5179. I'm gonna start a band called Spice Wallet. And hey, Eric, I got your Spice Wallet right here. That's a 2-for-1 comment. Now, Cobra, if I'm reading a comment, I feel that I should be immune. Whatever. McLean, a 2-for-1 comment. Boom. Double burn Bomey. Matt Davis on the Voodoo Ranger 1985. How much for that $20 axe, Eric? How much for the $20 axe? You know, $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Steven, Hobson Lead. Good luck shooting that AR pistol in the house without the ear pro. Jesus. You have to get a suppressor, trust me. Hey, what part of the video did you not listen to? I would like to build... Well, I'm just saying, if shit hits the fan, yeah, fine, whatever. Someone kicks in my door, I'll say, hang on a second, I gotta get my ear pro in. That's why I would like to do a 300 blackout and suppress it. Form 1, whatever, I don't... Trust me, a friend of mine has told me that you can put a whole lot of things on the end of your barrel and not spend more than $100 and be pretty frickin' impressed. The fuck if I'm ever gonna put a serial number on an oil filter, though. Trust me, this is how this goes. Bam, 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 bam. Foof. Don't worry, you won't find an oil filter sitting in my safe with a hole in it. That'd be stupid. Fell off my boat. Dardisius, black lagers matter, but not as much as more cowbell. German Ninja said a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. Where'd the official one go again? Anybody that needs to tighten up their panties, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stripped upper. Love the thigh gap. Hang on. I know you're not talking about me. Well, you could be. Be great. So, not bad. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's like being out to sea for a long time and you see that port of call coming up. Stripped upper. I'm playing drums for Spice Wallet. Wade, I sent your dear sweetheart of a wife articles and vids most days and vice versa. Lately, it's about all the sick pedophile shit that toy companies and liberal media are bombarding kids with. Oh, no shit! I know Wade has seen this. You're probably the one that sent it to Christine. I didn't send it to Christine. I probably should have. I would have beat you to the punch. There is a fucking troll doll, girl troll doll, that she has a button on her belly. When you press it, she says or makes some, I think she says stuff. But, wait for it, she has a button in between her legs. You know, where they normally keep the vagina. And when you press that, she makes little sounds. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And this was on a shelf at a Walmart. You fucking disgusting fucking douchebags like YouTube. If I put that up as a thumbnail, hell, I could jeopardize it. It could be a strike just being there. If it's a thumbnail, you know that's gone for sure. But it's okay to mass produce children's toys, young girls' toys, where when you stick your finger in her vagina, it makes a little sound? Serious? You fuckers all need to burn in fucking hell. I would be right there with my fucking popcorn to watch that take place. And if any of this shit is coming out about all these, Oprah, you're one of them, fucking white privilege bitch. Hey, Oprah, hey, can you spare $1 billion? Oh, you'd still have almost two left. All this shit about the pedophiles and the Epstein and the island, no wonder that fucker hung himself. What he knew, I mean, musicians, actors, the Clintons. I hope and pray that all of the shit, especially the stuff from QAnon and all that, comes true. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing about these sick motherfucking pedophiles, and yet they're still walking around making their zillions. Making laws that the rest of us are expected to. Like, that pedophile right there wants to do everything she can to make sure that you never own a firearm. I'd like to do everything I can to make sure that bitch never owns oxygen. It's my money. David can't take all your meat. Sorry I was interrupted, Smile Money. Things you hear when you're listening to the show in the background. German Ninja, the intro brew babe, nice. With lots of eyes. Crazy Scotsman, intro brew babe, top notch. I'll take 2, please. Oh, yeah, too bad it was adiosed by YouTube. But you get Johnny. Me and Johnny and Christine drinking beers and eating at Clyde Ironworks. Scotsman, brew babe on par too. Ooh, wow, getting multiple blessings from the Scotsman. Oh, and here's where it goes. Scotsman had to fuck around with the flashlight. Could have done it so much better on time. Scotsman, whiskey. Here's the beautiful part, Smile Money. Christine being my guest, and she's actually hosted my show before when things went bad. It doesn't matter if I make it or not. Oh, yeah, whiskey. Sorry. Whiskey. Well, Scotsman had me into the Ardbeg yesterday. Nihap. So, fucking couldn't. I should have wrote it down. Where can I go to get this delivered to me? Actually, I could probably call Mount Royal. Hell, they told me they could get me some Paul John. Speaking of Paul, where are you at, Paul? Oh yeah, we're still doing okay. Actually, I think we're doing really good, aren't we? Aren't we? Oh yeah. I've got, where am I? Ooh. Not as good as I thought I was. Still doing okay though. Life is good. So, cask strength, Lafroig, Scotsman. Oh, that's some good stuff. I'm slowly, Clyde, you'll be happy to hear this. I'm slowly falling for the Lafroig cask strength over the Ardbeg. The Ardbeg for me is the one that started them all. Seven days. More like 7 minutes. Sharky. Damn, what happened to the countertop? It's all cleaned up and shit. This review needs more guns and knives. I bet those taste great. Sharky, nice rounded butt there. The one on David's 1911 looks good too. And the 629, nice. Good job on listening to my previous comment. I don't remember what that is right now. Oh, I should have talked to David about going shooting. At a bare minimum, the camera and the 629. Maybe the lengths. Maybe the 3-gun, haha, because I'm never going to do 3-gun. Well, I guess never say never. The 3-gun. Hey, did I mention there's a doll out there that when you put your finger in her cooter, she goes, oh, it's a child's toy? I want to know a single parent. I want to know a single parent that would actually buy that. Sharky SH. All the brew babes are hot. Main brew babe won over intro and outro for me. Outro was very close second. Smile Money, imagine you shitting yourself. Like that doesn't happen every review or so. Good point. Johnny Watson. Oh, we're knocking on the door. Johnny Watson, good looking thumbnail. Thank you, Johnny, for providing that. Moving forward, if anybody wants to send me Messenger pictures of themselves flipping off YouTube, feel free. I will use them when the brew babe gets adiosed. So here's a, well, I turned the camera off so I don't know where we are. So yeah, I'm inviting you to tell YouTube to go fuck yourself. I've got the one with Jeremy and Caitlin. I've actually got one with Samantha, but you know, she was actually that was a message for was it for Matt or Miles? I don't think it mattered. I mean, she likes Matt a little bit more than she doesn't like Miles at all. The only downside is they work better if they're like portrait, because when it's like this, it makes me have to like crop it, and I did okay with the with Johnny's. I mean, I would have if I would have wanted to, if I could have got more of Johnny's, his his big forehead, I would have, but then I wouldn't have gotten the fingers in there, and obviously the go fuck yourself part was the premium part. Smile money. No brew review on Friday equals no show prep for Locked and Loaded. Hey. We didn't let that happen. Gunwild. So, if you don't like the black lager, does that make you a racist? All I'm going to say about that, Jeff, is I was never ever a racist until we had a United States filled with them. I mean, I'm sorry. Please prove me wrong. The biggest fucking racists on the planet right now are not white people. And you can quote me on that. Gunwild. Rock on, bitches. Rock on, Big Jeff. Hope your package gets there tomorrow. I am hitting the reload button and taking this with me. First in, Gunwild. Weekends rule. Cheers all. Cheers. Cobra. Here at work. On break. Boom! I added that. I'll see if he charges me or not. Cobra. Cheers, 200 Ed Clubbers and Sunny Slopers. Hashtag Justin's Final Mission. Hashtag never forget. Hashtag be like Ed. Crazy Scotsman. Two-Hearted Clubber. That was 6 minutes ago. Why did I not get a Scotsman saying whiskey? Huh. Maybe because normally he has a whiskey along with me, so... Okay. That's it. Show's over. Go ahead and shove off. I gotta archive this for sentimental reasons. I mean, seriously, before the video started, we had a thing. What can I say? So again, let's recap. Redheads are awesome. Old Kimbers are priceless. Building a long-range pistol is fucking cool. At the last minute for Sharky, we threw in some knives. And whoever sent me the Hells of Beef, very well done. Very, very well done. I have mixed feelings now. I don't know if I should go for the hot and spicy beef. Now, whoever did this obviously knows I'm into hot food, but yet they got me black pepper. I don't know why, but I appreciate that because I was able to actually enjoy this for the quality that it actually is. I mean, hell, whoever ordered this, you should tell them to come over here and watch this video because it's sort of like a little sponsorship thing. Hey, maybe that's what I should do. I should tell them they should send me the Korean and the hot and spicy, and we can when I say we, I mean me, review it. But yeah, hellsbeef.com. You'll go to eBay, and I'm not kidding. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm a prissy little bitch when it comes to my beef. You know, I care about the meat that I put in my mouth. Okay, so maybe they'll watch this and not send me anything to review, but I still recommend giving it a try because this is like the real deal. It's again, I could probably rattle off a few brands that you would have heard of, and it's just tastes like processed shit. This tastes like what it is. Real. I know, that's weird. It's real meat. That's cool as hell. So, yeah, definitely go check them out. And I shouldn't do this. I remember distinctly not too long ago hitting the refresh button, and the next thing in there was a whiskey challenge. No, Scotsman must be busy or something. Okay, cheers, guys. Probably I'll try. I'm gonna shoot for getting this uploaded before Locked and Loaded, or at least getting it so that I can hit the button when I want. You know, like skip out of Locked and Loaded and go over and check out this video. Yeah, fucking loser. Okay, guys, thank you, and cheers.